So, hi everyone. I remember I was going to film all the Venus and Pisces ones on the same day because I knew I knew I was going to fall into the pattern of forgetting about them again, and I nearly forgot. So, my battery is also on 17%. I'm filming on my everyday phone, and I can't be bothered going to get the charger basically. Oh, there's something about 17 because I just looked at 17 seconds as well. So, the 17th of a month or 17 significant for some reason. 17th, now I'm being drawn the 18 on 18 colouring pages on a giant colouring pad I got for my niece. So there's something like 17th, 18th, 18th of May of this month. But yeah, 17th, 18th of April, because that's the month that we're in, but it doesn't need to be of this. But it usually is of the month that I'm saying it in though. So, look out for that. Right, the most important one is, although I'm aiming the phone at the, wait a minute, I'll pull the, wait, it's not Rumi, Journey, I'll pull these cards first, and then I'm actually going to read you one of the, I pulled a card for Divine Masculine Collective. Again, I'm just waiting on, it's very rare that I would do a session at night. Like, I've not done a session at night for, actually, probably the last one I done was the same person. But I do when it suits people better, like, I don't know, kids' bedtimes or whatever else, like, so, and it's just because I can get really sleepy. But, and I'm not like really, really sleepy just now. The only reason I'm getting a bit sleepy is because the heater's on, so I'm actually going to turn that off. But it's actually really cozy. It's, well, this is what I call sex weather, to be honest. I don't know about you, but does anyone else think that when it's pouring rain outside? It's like, you know what I mean? All you would need is for it to be a Sunday and the weather to be like this. But anyway, I don't know if that's just me. Maybe that's my Venus and Aries talking, or my Mars and Scorpio, or that very actual combination. I don't know. But I like it anyway. I like when I think everyone likes that. It's like feels like a YouTube video, calming video or something. When I'm looking at the window, it's like the rain is pouring down the window, and it's very rainy here all week. So very, very April showers energy. So with me making that comment, but it's true, I'm just saying what other people might think. There could be some real desire in there, or Kundalini energy, which is really just a polite way of saying sexual energy. But let's just see, what have we got for the feminine, masculine? Oh yeah, so if you're new to me, my name's Claire. Everything I do is channeling, clearing, healing energy. These are just what I call wee extra videos that I'm doing on top of my main video. And the main video that I've done for today, I did actually get my arse in that chair again and be on camera. Which again, if you're new, it's not about me, it's not about the visibility or anything. It's not like I've got a fear of being seen in that way. It is just it's getting my shit together, do you know what I mean? I don't know, that's the only way I can say it. It just takes a lot of effort, so I'm quite proud of myself. But it's taken ages to... the memory in that phone, I'm trying to turn it around, and then also it was so long. I think it's just over an hour and a half that it cut off, and then I had to film the last bit, so I'm having to piece it all together. So I'm having to put two halves to make a whole, like twin flames. I got drawn to 222, now I'm being drawn to 333, so these could be combinations you've been seeing. And I think that's it really. So I'll get going with this because I've got that client hypnotherapy session. It's a train journey, the train hypnosis session that many of you have had and enjoyed. And if you haven't had it, basically it is it's on the schedule, and it's very good if you want to be leaving your past behind, basically, in a nutshell. This is why it's great for anyone, because who doesn't want to leave the past behind, kind of thing, you know what I mean? And it's very good if you feel like you can, like you're stuck or something, like you're addicted to the past. There's like 418, so this could be about a big strong union energy here as well. Oh god, especially because because I've got drawn to the 17th, I've got drawn to the 18th and then mentioned 18th of April because of the colouring pad, and now I've been drawn to that 418, as you know what I mean? So and if you're new, I get tired of saying it, but I'll have to say it in case you're new. My birthday numbers, 18th of April, add up to the Four of Wands, which in the tarot is the union card. So, like, or 1111, a lot of people call it. It's So there's strong indications of inner union or an outer union. But yeah, the gist of what I'm saying here is, well, first of all, I better hurry up. So there might be a theme about hurrying up. So let's just hurry up. Whatever. The feminine has dance of the planets. Yeah, and so it's like that's what I mean. Like around that time, my birthday. Well, it's actually a bit before the new moon solar eclipse in Aries is on the 8th of April, which is literally Monday, right? So we're all feeling the energy building up to that. And so, you know, around my birthday, right, as we're coming out of Aries season, is going to be really interesting because then we're going to be approaching the full moon in Scorpio, which is the 21st. This is really testing my memory, so if this is wrong, then so fuck, do you know what I mean? Basically, but sorry to be so blunt, I just got drawn to 555 as well. Big changes. But I'm pretty sure it is the 23rd, and I only realised it was the full moon in Scorpio when I went to check, because it was the way I was channeling the messages. I was like, I could just tell, like, there was a lot of sexual energy, but there was also a lot of, like, secrets coming out and all that, and it wasn't in the one I've just, actually, with that one too, but actually with that one too, there was a lot of sexual energy. It was really interesting. The one I've filmed is actually, I was specifically told to do it for a divine feminine male and a divine masculine female. So it's quite interesting. I'm going to be really interested if it still fits with divine feminine females and divine masculine males or same-sex couples. I mean, there's no reason why it shouldn't. It was just I was told to channel it like that. And you can see for yourself, again, when I finally get the video piece together and publish it, it's but I enjoyed doing it because it was just something it felt, although it was honestly very samey, and I think that's why they got me to do it, to prove that it doesn't matter, it felt different to do it, do you know what I mean? But I don't think the message on the other end for you is different, but it was just, I felt like it must be a bit shit if you're a man that's in the divine feminine energy and all of us, mainly women, divine feminines, are channeling it like, that the feminine's a woman and the masculine's a man. Because it is just, I mean, I have to be honest, for me, it's just easiest for me to do it that way. And it's, from what I've observed, it's easiest for most people to do it that way. But I just thought I would try it like that. So whenever I'm guided to do that, I will do that again. And then I'll do a same-sex one too. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do one where it's I'm not going to promise I'm going to do this all the time, but it just makes it a wee bit more interesting for me doing it as well. But yeah, this is talking about the solar eclipse coming up. So anyway, the masculine, but this is for your inner feminine masculine. The masculine has the light field. Not seen that one yet. So let's quickly read this. I'm keeping an eye on the time so I'm not late for one of you guys. But right, okay, so 56. Where is it? Right, so Dance to the Planets, like I said, I think this is about the solar eclipse. Well, because we're in the eclipse hallway right now of change, huge changes, huge life changes. Oh, and that's what the other tarot card's about that I need to read. Wait a minute though. Let's just see how long this is, because I feel it's more important to read the other. Yeah, I've got time to read them both. Right, so there are forces larger than your own personal destiny at work in your life now. And again, that is so eclipse season, it's crazy. So even if I don't use this deck again, right, because we're going to be in Venus and Aries on Friday, actually. So if I forget to do it tomorrow, I think you know what, I think after my session, I think I will actually film tomorrow's in there, yeah. Because I'm actually doing stuff with my nieces and my mum tomorrow, so I'm going to do that, right, okay. So, but it's like, I think this is meant to be that this message gets out, I can tell, because this sounds very eclipsy. So, although they're not inharmonious, oh yes, the video has... Oh no, it's not. I'm going to need to fiddle about with that. Although they are not inharmonious to you, you see how I'm just thinking the video's sorting itself out and then it's actually not, and I'm going to have to fuck about with it after the session. That's how frustrated somebody feels about moving forward from their past. That's what I'm getting from that. It's like there's one thing after another stopping you from moving forward. And then look what this says. As although you're being blocked from, or on the other hand, rocketed towards the heavens on a roll that nothing can derail. So again, if you felt blocked and stuck and like things are distracting you, holding you back, like how I just messaged with how they're telling me that in the video, you're about to be skyrocketed to your destiny. Either way, the planets are dancing as they will, and there is an effect upon your destiny. It was meant to be at this time from rising. There will be gentle rest to recover before rising again, and from restraint there will be propulsion into greater stratospheres. All things in time, according to the wisdom of greater cycles, it is okay to trust in the cosmic cycles and divine timing. After all, what's the point? What point is there to rush to the bus stop if the bus doesn't depart until tomorrow? And what point is there to hold back if you're ready and set to go? Trust in the timing and rhythm of your life now, especially if it seems out of control. That is the dance of the planets happening through you. This oracle brings a message. Pray that the planetary forces funnel blessings of grace and unconditional love, mercy, and joy to you now. That their movements through your life may happen in such a way that you can make the most of it. These are the times when big shifts are possible. And again, I can't stress that enough. That's so synchronistic, meant to be with what I said about the new moon solar eclipse on Monday in the sign of change, Aries. Big shifts are possible, supported by cosmic movement, so pray for grace and then enjoy the ride. And it just reached 11:11 when I said that. And so this is the feminine's card, but this can be the masculine's feelings as well. In those days, time was ours. We walked in the rain. Oh my God, and there we go. There was me mentioning the rain. We walked in the rain and held each other's hands, your lips warm against my skin and your soul melting into mine, as night became morning amongst the cobblestone walks and now forgotten places we called ours. Oh, that's, I can't say whether it's romantic or sensual or sexual. Maybe it's a bit of all of it. And on the next page, it's the lovers. Right, so what have we got for 63? So, 63, and what is the time? Oh look, I just said sensual. It's not a word I use every day. Sensual awakening. I think there's some major sexual energy stirring up with this passionate Aries season. Right, I've got just enough time to read this and the other card. So, 63, the light field. So this is Divine Masculine's card, or Divine Feminine's masculine side. You are very open to the other side. The veil that separates the worlds, oh my God, is very fine for you. This is about the splitting in consciousness. Again, yeah, I've put one of them on the coffee shop if you want to see that. I might release it. I probably will release it on the channel for public at some point as well if you want to wait, but for now I put it there. For there's love in your heart, and love exists beyond all barriers, including those time, distance, and even death. If you wish to communicate with those that have passed on, do so through your heart. If you want to communicate energetically with your beloved, even though you're separated in physical location, then you can do so now. Ooh, that's interesting for Divine Masculines. If your psychic abilities are opening and you need confirmation and reassurance, accept this message of guidance as being such. Those who've passed on can receive fully, peacefully into the light, and your love guides them home. The messages that you sense in your heart that come from unconditional love that uplift and reassure can be trusted. The light is so close to you, beloved. It surrounds you as a glow from within. This is very connected to in the video from earlier. You'll probably see this one first because that's going to take a while to upload. I mentioned that I was doing a quick tarot spread for myself, and I'd done one for my mum, and my mum noticed a card on the couch, and it was a judgment card, which is spiritual awakening, and it's rebirth, it's judgment day. I feel there's a masculine collective out there, a lot of people in this energy that are, it's time to make a big decision about where they go and where they moving forward. And again, and this might not be real time, this could be yet to reach this part of the timeline, but that's what the other card's about too. I'm trying to work out, I think the other card that I'm about to reach after this is the Six of Swords, which is, moving on. So, and I always see that specifically as moving on to a twin flame when I'm using the tarot. I don't know, it's just my own language with that card. I mean, that's not what it means for, well, it might be what it means for other people, it's what it means to me. So, the messages that you sense in your own heart can come from, I just read that bit. This oracle brings you guidance that you're connecting with a field of awareness that is real and that you're protected by the light as you do so. It is confirming that there's nothing for you to, wow, and it's on page, I can't believe this, it's on page 144, right as it's about, well, it's not far from being 144 as I'm saying this. Fear and those that have passed on and will pass on in the future will always be safely held in love, and there's 144 there. It is also confirmation that there are very real bonds that connect you to your loved ones, past, present, and future. There are beyond the confines of time and space. Again, twin flames, there is no distance between It doesn't matter how much time has passed. It doesn't matter how many lifetimes. Your twin flame's your twin flame. The amount of love you have for them is indescribable and undeniable. But, and there's a big but, for the unawakened twin, the masculine that is not as conscious of this love, it's, you know, it's very challenging because they can see you as a point of their distress and pain and, you know, trauma. It can feel like they're the one that's causing it all for you, but it's because they're your mirror. But again, like I always like to say, it's both of you chose this journey, so it's, you know, your divine feminine is not doing anything to you. Do you know what I mean? And and also, you know, although it can feel like your divine masculine does a lot of stuff to hurt you back, it's like you're both just mirroring what needs to come up to heal. But it's, yeah, I know it's a simplistic way of putting it, but that's how they got me to say it. When I'm in love, I'm not afraid to be. Any part of me I let it all be free for the world to know, and when I'm ready to love, I will create a reflection of who I am. And I just spoke about mirrors. It's like you're my mirror, staring back at me. And sometimes it's saying I love you, and sometimes it's saying fuck you, I hate you, leave me alone. I don't know why I'm talking about hate a lot here, but there must be people working through a lot of anger. And we will shed our fears, complete our past, and trust love to be our guide. Beautiful. And the sensual awakening is the next page. So, right, I'm going to read this one now. I've got 4 minutes, and I know that my beautiful client won't mind too much. She might watch this at some point. So, this is the card. This is a beautiful card. Whispers of the Universe, 6 of activations, 55 might be significant. 1955 or 55 as an age, something, or if it's not, it's just, oh yeah, look, 55, 56. It's just big change, right? So this is about it's a crown chakra card. So again, you know, big downloads coming for this masculine, and this is definitely a card for the masculine, but it could resonate for a feminine too. There's a dawning awareness that is time for further soul expansions. Release the old to make way for the new. This card speaks of spiritual transition and initiation, letting go of the familiar and inviting into the unknown. Into the unknown. You feel your spirit calling you to the next phase of your evolution, and it feels the next phase of the evolution is for the masculine to go to the feminine. So obviously not all masculines are going to their feminine right now as I'm doing this, but some of them are, and some of them are preparing to, and whenever it catches up, this is when it happens. It's time now to be open to change. And then look what I said about the 5/5. Feelings of sadness may present themselves with this change, but you know wholeheartedly that it's appropriate right now. Your inner eyes see the path from a greater perspective of how this unfolds. Your transition into an upgraded frequency of being, so anything outdated at a lower vibration may present itself right now. This allows you to see it for what it is and free it from your field with love and grace. Again, it's the masculine seeing through all the karmic energies around them, or at least the big ones. Let memories simply be memories without needing it to make stories from them. It may be also a time to reevaluate your beliefs, values and priorities. These may have shifted in alignment with your recent growth. So again, this is a masculine going through their rebirth or awakening, maybe mention a judgment card, and totally outgrowing who they once were. Acknowledge what is serving you or not, and what you will bring with you moving forward. This card also invites you to take a good hard look at anything that might be holding you back. What can you transform? What can you let go of? What do you need to accept? What can stay? Where can you cultivate a change in perception? Sometimes it's hard for us to change when loved ones are used to seeing us a certain way. Perhaps we need to take a time out from particular energies if we can. Again, that's a polite way. That's obviously a polite way of saying that it's karmic family around some people. And friends that are like family, you know, like if it's really close friends, it's a bit codependent, they've got too much to say. Once you see your transformational path ahead, you must decide what to do with that information. If you feel a relationship needs to end, that can be hard. It does not mean that actual connection will be lost. Again, this is so eclipse energy. Eclipses are notorious for breakups and shake-ups, but it only breaks up what isn't meant to be. It's not for your highest good. Perhaps the lesson is about creating a fresh new relational space with the same someone. Yeah, and it could be, that's what could be going on with twin flames, because look at what was going on about love and hate. It can be a thin line at times. Like if you felt like there's a lot of beef between you and your twin, maybe it's getting cleared away for it to come together in an even better way. Even better if you can grow together. The image on this card represents a connection with the infinite love force. The etheric tendrils of your soul reach up to the heavens. The wings of your being stretch out, and you're magically self-activated. Butterfly wings symbolise flight into the higher realms and the formations that will be gifted as they are for new phase. They also highlight the notion of metamorphosis and the process of, well, remember when the butterfly card fell on the floor yesterday in the video that I done last night? I remember that. I didn't pick it up, but it's just reminding me of it. And that was, I think it was, anyway, feminine animals, you're turning into a butterfly. When the butterfly is ready, what's it? When the caterpillar is ready, oh no, that's when the student is ready, the teacher appears. But whatever, the thing about the butterfly, the caterpillar, whatever, you know what I mean. I've got on my fridge that saying, just when the caterpillar thought the world was over, it turned into a butterfly. That's the one. They show you how intuition guides the way. It helps you release old limiting beliefs that cannot be a part of this initiation. This card also signifies the crown chakra and one of the chakra guardian crystals. It represents inner guidance, visionary, inspiration, fathoming beyond the mind, enlightenment, and connection, life force, energy. So there's something huge you see about, well, and I'm not going to read that because that's that's meditation. Oh, and it's just reached 21 minutes, and that's just in time for me to go for my client session. But yeah, basically there's a lot going on here. So I mean, reaching 21 minutes, it's a karmic cycle coming to an end. It's all destined and fated, and it all feels like very, very big energy. So we're sending prayers out to whoever feels like they're in this right now, real time, or if you feel like you're approaching this, or whatever else it could be. But please like, comment, subscribe, and I'm going to go for my client session. If you'd like to book a session, there's a possibility I might be around tomorrow at some point. I'd imagine it would be around this time tomorrow night, but only really if I had energy. And I might be around the same on Friday, but only if I feel like working Friday, because I usually wind down on a Friday night. But because I've got stuff on my family tomorrow, and then I'm seeing my best pal on Friday, maybe. So I don't know if that's definite. One of my friends hadn't caught up with for a while. So anyway, see you later.